From his road to UFC Season 2, where he ended up winning it.
What's up YouTube, it's Legend Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K25 center build video. And in today's video, as you can tell, we are on an Orlando Shaq build. Now I wanted to try out a 99 strength build with some athleticism, contact dunks, the whole works, and this build, the first comparison came out to be Shaquille O'Neal. I honestly don't make too many Shaq builds even throughout the years. You won't find that many Shaq builds, but I was like, this thing is pretty close to a Shaq build. The only thing that we would need is post control. I don't use a lot of post control. I like to make these pick and roll builds with high offensive rebounds so we can get the boards and then we can kick it out with high pass accuracy. So this build is a triple-double machine, and also the way I set this up was to be able to use the grit takeover, which unlocks the blockade takeover ability, which increases your strength, and you can get the brick wall takeover, and you can set some mean and big body screens just like Shaq. You can knock people down, the whole works. It's gonna free up some rolls to you. Your guards will be able to shoot off those screens. They're gonna be super sticky screens. And then of course, once you get in the paint, you can dominate. You're gonna get a level of driving contact dunks. Then of course, we're gonna get some elite standing contact dunks with Legend Rise Up as well. This build definitely good for 3v3s as well. I have been using this build in some of the events and have been absolutely dominating as well too. It's a great inside center for 3v3s. Same thing with the rec center. You can absolutely dominate on the glass and inside the paint. But let me show you guys this build. So here you can see the whole build at a glance. At the top, 7 feet tall, 263 pounds, and a 7'8" wingspan. Now Shaq actually was 7'1". I believe that's what he was listed as, but I want to be able to get that 66 speed with a 99 strength, and of course you need to be 7 feet tall. You can't get that at 7'1", unfortunately, which would have been extremely nice. But starting with the finishing, we do have a 75 close shot. I don't know how to feel about close shot this year. It's very inconsistent at whatever level you put it at. I do like it that 7'3" with a 99 close shot and Legend Paint Prodigy, you can finish some really nasty buckets inside the paint there, but still sometimes they make you miss ones that you feel like you should be making, and then you you make some really contested ones, it's a little bit here, there, and everywhere. 70 driving layup, I actually do like this threshold that gets you the Zion Williamson layup package, and you can get some really amazing animations even with the 70 driving layup. You will get bronze physical finisher and that 99 strength, so you can kind of bully your way to the rim and get some nice animations at times. But I wanted to have contact dunks and of course the standing contact dunks as well. So we actually get 2 levels of pro driving contact dunks, and then we're gonna get our elite big man contact dunks along with Legend Rise Up, the JaVale McGee dunk package, and the Victor Wembanyama dunk package. So we can catch some absolutely mean and nasty bodies inside the paint. And then like I mentioned, post control is only a 64, and for a Shaq build, of course, we should definitely have some more post control. But the way I like to make my insides, I want to make sure I have those physicals, the rebounding, the defense, finishing, and the playmaking. So post control is one of the last things that I upgrade unless it's purposely for a build where I need high post control, maybe like an Hakeem Olajuwon build. I wouldn't put a 64 post control in that. Again, probably crazy to have a 64 post control in a Shaquille O'Neal build, but still, the way the build plays inside the paint, you can box people out, swim them, toss them aside, grab that offensive rebound, use the dunk meter inside the paint, get some crazy contact dunks, or you can pump fake, go up with it, get open, use that 75 close shot as well. I just don't use a ton of post control or post moves, and I'm still fine. In the upcoming gameplay that you're gonna see, it's 29 and 25, so we still can absolutely dominate the game. Of course, Shaq couldn't shoot, and we only have a 60 free throw, so you can knock down a few here and there. It's nothing crazy. 93 pass accuracy. To go with this nice rebounding and strength and physicals and everything else, I wanted to make sure that I had some pass accuracy or a high pass accuracy on this build. I don't know if I'd actually give a Shaq build a true 93 pass accuracy. I don't know if he had playmaking quite like that. He could pass the ball decently well, but for this build, the high rebounding and the strength, you're gonna get a ton of boards. I really wanted to make sure we had a high pass accuracy so we can chuck those full court outlets. If you box out in the offensive end, get an offensive rebound, it's a quick kick out. Usually the other team's leaking and gone in the fast break, so if you grab that board, somebody's gonna be wide open on the 3. And of course, a little bit of ball handle, so a 55 ball handle and the 40 speed with the ball will get us some dribble animations. But again, you can go coast to coast with this build. If you get a block in one end, grab the board, your 2-way is gonna activate. You can fly up the court, hit some crossovers, whatever it might be, get to the rack with that 89 driving dunk, and depending on which takeover you use, you can try and catch some bodies underneath the rim as well. I also would have liked to have been able to get an 88 interior defense for gold post lockdown for Shaquille O'Neal, but we were able still to get an 82 interior defense for silver post lockdown, which is decent. A 63 perimeter defense, 62 is perfect, but again, I had an extra point to add on, so I decided to use it for my perimeter defense. Again, one of the last things that I upgrade is also steal. Steal and post control for me kind of get put in the back burner. I'd rather have perimeter defense than steal. So again, if you're playing 3v3s, you can still guard up. You're going to get a movable enforcer that way too. And I haven't used steal for a while, so I'm just not in the mentality of trying to jump lanes and press square. I'm trying to stay in front of my man, play good defense, get a good shot contest or a block, come back down the other way. All I want is play good defense, get a stop, don't let my man score. So I like to play defense in other ways instead of just mashing the square button. 88 block as well too, that gets us some high flying denier packages, I do believe. Again, would have been extremely nice to get a 93 block to get gold paint patroller. If we're able to hit legend 1, that's probably what I would put my next cat breakers onto. It would either be that or the pass accuracy and get that 98 pass ac, which would be super nasty. But still, you can get enough blocks with that 88 block rating. Now for the rebounding, I set this up on purpose. So obviously I wanted to go with the 99 offensive rebound. I put 5 of my cat breakers there, but the 91 defensive rebound was there for a reason. So I set this up to go with the grit takeover. It's going to increase your strength, offensive and defensive rebound. So while you're in the takeover ability or the full takeover in grit, you're going to get the 99 offensive rebound and a 99 defensive rebound to go with your 99 strength. So this build can get a ton of rebounds, especially if you use the grit takeover. If you also want to use board beast, horse, whatever it might be, with the actual glass cleaning takeover, you're still going to get that 99 strength and legend brick wall, legend Boxout beast, all those nice badges. And of course, you'd still get that 99 defensive rebound as well. So I did go to 91 for a reason, but I have been trying out some other takeovers that I honestly think I do like a little bit better because I still have that 99 strength rating at base. 66 speed, like I said, I believe this gives me a level of high flying denier. 46 agility matches a 66 speed. 99 strength, like I said. So again, I have 15 cat breakers, so I put 5 to my strength, 5 to my offensive rebound, and 5 to my standing dunk. An 80 vertical, I wish we could have got a little bit more vertical at 7 feet, but still, this was also a threshold. I can't exactly remember for which badge, but still 80 vertical at 7 feet tall is good. And also if you want to use a takeover takeover to boost your vertical, you can do that as well too. You're gonna get more rebounds and more blocks. So there we have it. This came out to a playmaking defensive anchor. Again, elite standing contact dunks, pro driving contact dunks, good playmaking, defense, rebounding is amazing, and of course great physicals with a little bit of speed in there as well too. And for the takeovers to use, like I just mentioned, I purposely set up this build to use this takeover. As you see there, +8 to your offense and defensive rebound. You're gonna get double 99s and that 99 strength to go with that blockade takeover ability. You can set some big bodies, put people on their asses, create a ton of space for yourself and your guard. And again, with Legend Boxout beast as well too, you can toss people. You're gonna have such a high strength, nobody's gonna be able to mess with you down in the paint. Another one that I really do like though as well is Dr. Dunkenstein. So it's gonna give you +7 to your driving dunk and +7 to your standing dunk. So again, especially if we're going to have to use the standing dunk meter quite often with that lower close shot, having that 99 standing dunk with the poster machine ability is really nice. And then of course, getting up to that 96 driving dunk is extremely nasty, and we also get a higher vertical. You still get the 99 strength as well too. So Dr. Dunkenstein is a very fun takeover to use for this build too. Brute could also be another good one, +7 standing dunk, +7 strength, and +7 to your close shot. And again, you get that blockade takeover. I might end up unlocking this and trying it out on this build. I feel like it'd be also a very good one to use. And like I just mentioned as well too, if you want to throw on board beast or if you want to throw on horse to get those rebounding takeover abilities, you can absolutely do that as well too. And for the animations on this build, of course we don't have any jump shooting, so there is no jump shot. Free throw is underhand. I just like this free throw. I find it easy to green and you can still make some whites. Zion Williamson layup style is very, very nice. I really do like this layup package. Dunk styles we'll get into afterwards. Again, there's no shooting, so go-to shot, dribble, pull up, spin jumper, that doesn't matter. But hop jumper you can put on normal and do some shot canceling and create some space. It can be really nice. Post fade, this doesn't matter. Kevin Durant, Joel Embiid, you can maybe try it. You only have a 75 close shot, still might be kind of hard to green, but you might be able to throw a couple in here and there. Normal post top shot, and Anthony Davis is our motion style. Pass style, I went with Domantas Sabonis. Dribble style, all the dribble moves here you can see are normal, and then our spin is Joel Embiid. Hesitation is normal, and our step back is Joel Embiid, and triple threat style is Kobe Bryant. And for the dunk packages, we have a rim grazer, we have 3 hangs, we have a few windmills in there as well too. We got a few reverses in there. We have a quick drop, a basic, athletic, 2 double clutches, a few tomahawks, of course our pro driving contact dunks, our 1-foot driving contact dunks as well, windmill, 3 hangs, and a rim grazer, 2 basics, a quick drop, which is a starter for animation, a few reverses in there, a cradle, switcheroo, a few tomahawks, double clutch, and an athletic. And then of course our standing dunks, we got both the regulars, rim pulls, both the athletics, the elite standing and pro standing contact dunks as well. And then for the signature dunks, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Daryl Dawkins, Dwight Howard, Shaquille O'Neal himself, Domantas Sabonis, Zion Williamson, Karl Anthony Towns, Ben Simmons, Scottie Pippen, JaVale McGee, Draymond Green, LeBron James, Sean Kemp, Karl Malone, Victor Wembanyama, and Dominique Wilkins on a 7-footer. And last but not least, our alley-oops. We have our pro elite in Zion Williamson, and then we have our pro contact and big contact alley-oop dunk packages as well. So there we have it. Now that I've showed you guys how to make this build, the best takeovers to use, the animations and dunk packages, all we have left to do is to get into this rec center gameplay. Alright, so here we've got a 29 point, 25 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 block gameplay on 13 of 19 from the field, and we're matched up against a 92 overall 7'1" universal big. He's got some pretty interesting stats right there, an 85 mid, standing dunk, block, and defensive rebound, but he is only a 92 overall, so he's clearly still grinding this build, still increasing his attributes, but he does average 4, 9, and 4, and as you saw on the left side of the screen there too, I am averaging zeros across the board. This is my very first game on this build. We're starting it off with a very cheesy dunk that should not have went in, but it did go in, and we'll end up taking it. But I haven't played a ton on this build. It is kind of similar to the 7'1" Wilt Chamberlain build. Again, this is 7'0", the Wilt Chamberlain was 7'1". This has a little bit more speed. It has that 99 strength at base, and of course we also get pro driving contacts on this build. But I have so many more builds in the works for you guys. I've been trying out some other ones. Some of them have been absolutely insanely fun. The Julius Erving build, that's a lot of fun as well. I got a Steve Nash build, another guard coming out right there as well. I also remade my 7'3" toxic inside masher, and it is absolutely insane. I have been absolutely killing with it. It is one of the most fun center builds that I have made yet this year. I've said that about some of the few builds in the past, but the way I remade that 7'3" toxic inside masher, it is absolutely insane. And I also remade my Dwight Howard build. I just made a post scoring 7-footer and a modern day Hakeem Olajuwon type build. So I got a lot of builds coming out for you guys in the next coming weeks. And of course, next week will be a Blake Griffin build that is also a ton of fun. I basically went off of my Blake Griffin build from last year. So if you were subscribed to this channel last year and you've seen my Blake Griffin build, or you made the Blake Griffin build, it is very similar and it's the same concept that I went there. So of course, high finishing, elite contact dunks, driving, and standing. We're going to minimize the defense a little bit, but it's enough to be able to get by and do absolutely everything. And this time I did make it at the power forward position instead of the center position. But as you see the gameplay here, we are absolutely tearing it up at halftime. 14 points, 3 assists, and 8 rebounds on our first game with this Shaq build. Now, I did have 2 badge elevators to get it to Legend. I probably used it on Rebound Chaser, and I can't exactly remember what I used the other one on. But still, this build is super dominant, man. The 99 strength, you can absolutely toss people away. And again, having that 66 speed is also pretty nice. This guy's 7'1". As you see, he looks like he doesn't have any perimeter defense, so he's kind of moving a little bit slow laterally. But again, he cannot box me out. 99 offensive rebound coming in handy. I think I get like 4 offensive rebounds in this possession, but it just shows you how deadly it is. 99 strength, Legend Boxout beast. We're able to get the bucket on so many misses. And again, a build like this is great to play with randoms in the random rec 3v3s. If you want to hop into the events with randoms, you can also do that. This build will allow you to dominate. You can clean up their mess, kick it back out to them, 2 for $1, whatever it might be. But again, use this build as a playmaking and pick and roll type of build as well too. So again, just like you see in this gameplay, a few months ago I had mentioned I was going to do a video on how to play on an inside center. I still might do that just because it shows you guys that you don't necessarily need post control to be an inside center. You can still use it as a pick and roll, but again, you can crash and grab position, offensive rebounds, and again, you just have to be extremely smart and not be a bad teammate of just sitting on the block every single possession and just trying to score the ball every single possession. Make passes like this to the open man. Your teammates will absolutely love it. You have all that high passing accuracy, Hall of Fame dimer on this build. Just don't be a selfish player and people will enjoy playing with you on this build. I do understand that some insides can be super annoying and frustrating to play with because they will just not get out of the paint. They clog the paint. But if you can play with somebody who has the IQ to use an inside center, it can be a very enjoyable experience for yourself and the others, and then you can obviously dominate the game. But nice little lobs right there, throwing it up as well. And in this gameplay, we have the brick wall takeover, the grit takeover like I was mentioning earlier. I do like the Dr. Duncanstein, so that way we can get the 99 standing dunk, and I believe it's a 96 driving dunk as well. And also it will increase our vertical too, but I did make this build that 91 defensive rebound to go with grit so we can get double 99s, and it is extremely OP. I was just trying to set some big bodies, knock people to the ground. That Cole kind of works, but unfortunately, I haven't been able to do that quite yet. But again, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't played a ton on this build. But this build, if you want to grind rep in the rec, random rec especially, you can grab this build, bring it in here, and start going absolutely crazy. But again, wide open, we get position, we have some nice speed and agility right there. Got just cut in right in front of him, boxed him out. He tries to rebound over me again. Kick it down the court, get some easy fast break assists. This build is a triple-double machine. Beautiful right there as well too. Having that 66 speed is nice. Him at 7'1" was not able to keep up. We get nice position. We can rebound the ball extremely well, and we can kick it down the court and hopefully get some easy assists. But there we have it. A nice 20 and 20, near 30 and 20 for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Nice. Nice pass.
That he's gotten to is because he's got 8 first-round finishes because he starts so fast. He's able to knock people out. Will he be able to do that against Guru Lay, who tends to pressure and use his defense to wear down his opponents? And that's why this is a fun matchup, to see how it goes.
Yeah!